going on YouTube? Today we're going to be checking out Wyze outdoor battery operated camera. So they say it's wire free, and that totally means wire free. Wireless, wire free, everything. So this connects to the base station via the wireless connection, and then the base station actually connects to your network through like an Ethernet cable. And then the camera itself, you can literally have it plugged into an outlet, or you can actually run it by battery operation too. So you can actually put this anywhere you want outside your house without a plug-in. This is the starter bundle, and it comes with the actual outdoor camera and the base station, and it runs for $49.99. I will throw a link in the description below so you can check it out yourself. But they also sell the camera by itself for $39.99. So if you already have this bundle, you can actually buy separate cameras to add to it for $39.99, that's a pretty good deal. Their famous indoor cameras are $25 on Amazon, and I'll throw that link in the description below too. But those are indoor only cameras. I know people have had them outdoors and they last, and for 25 bucks, that's not bad. But this is actually battery operated, while the indoor ones are plug-in only. So on the side of the box here, it says 1080p full HD live stream. I didn't expect 4K out of them or 2K or anything like that. 1080p is just fine. Up to 6 months rechargeable battery life. So it has a little asterisk here, and it says battery life varies depending on number of daily alerts. That's usually how it goes for anything, but so if you have it in an area like, I'm gonna actually have it look at my AC unit, and there's not much motion there that goes on unless I mow the lawn or something like that. So the battery is probably gonna last 6 months or pretty close to 6 months. But if you have it in an area that's like, say, by your garage door or your entryway, it's gonna get a lot of alerts. So it's probably not gonna last 6 months, probably last more like 2 or 3 months. Again, wire free, so wireless connection from the actual unit itself to the base station. IP65 weather resistant, so it can withstand water sprayed at it, and as well as dust tight. It does come with free rolling 14-day cloud storage. So that's really nice to have. It's free, it doesn't cost extra money for that, but it only records 12-second events. So if it catches a motion, it only records that motion for 12 seconds and then it's done, if you're using the free cloud storage. PIR motion detection, night vision, and then expandable storage. Now with expandable storage, it does have the camera itself and the base station both have micro SD slots. I'm not sure if it uses both, so it uses one until it's full and then uses the next one until it's full, so that way you can get extra storage. I'm not sure if that's the case or not. Most likely it is, but that's your better option than having it on the free 14-day rolling 12-second video, because you're going to actually record. You can actually with this you can record 24/7 if you wanted to. And then on the other side, as you can tell, they have a Wyze app for your iPhone and your Android device. You can download those on the App Store and Google Play. So let's go ahead and check and see what you get in the box. So here's the camera itself. As you can see next to the indoor Wyze cam, it's a little bit different. Same square body itself, but as you can see, it's quite a bit bigger than the actual indoor one, but that's probably most likely because of the battery, and it's quite a bit more heavy. So it adjusts the same way as the other cameras that they have adjust, so you can actually adjust them the same way. And as you can tell, it is magnetized here, so the actual base itself is done based off a magnet, so you can actually take that off and you can actually mount it with their looks like a 1/4 thread screw here. So you can actually mount that to something, or mount it to a wall, mount it to your own mount or whatever. I'm sure they will sell separate mounts if you wanted to. And then down here is also rubber, just like down on the actual mount itself. So if you really took the mount off to reduce space, you can actually have that set down on something and it won't move around. It shouldn't move around. Either way, you have the 1/4 thread here, and you can actually use a mount for that. And then you got 2 screw mounts here too as well, which they actually give you drywall anchors and screws to mount it if you wanted to. So you can mount the base, and then that way with the magnetic mount, you actually take it down and charge it, and it makes it a lot easier. So underneath this rubber waterproofing, you have the actual charging port, the micro USB, as well as an on and off switch rocker. And you got a reset switch right there as well. Now, one thing they did say is they said that it has micro SD slot. There it is. Wait, yep, right there. There's a micro SD slot there. And then there's a sync button right there. So that's nice to have there. And that's pretty much it on this actual camera. Again, look at the difference in the indoor Wyze cam versus the outdoor. Not much of a difference, so they didn't change the design too much. They just kind of made this one waterproof. and added a battery to it. So they also provide you a nice flat USB-A to micro USB for charging cable, and then a flat Ethernet cable for the base station itself. Then you have a power brick for the base station. And then here's the actual base station itself. So it looks like the wireless ears here move up and down. They don't move side to side, they just move up and down. And it looks like you got an alert light right there, or a status light. On this side, you have a sync button. And then you have another micro SD card slot for storage, or maybe a vent here, as well as some vents here and vents on the bottom. And then you have a USB-A slot here, so that way you could probably, I don't know, you might be able to add maybe a hard drive or something like that to that, or a thumb drive. You have a reset switch here, or reset pin. And then on the back, you have the power plug and then the LAN connector right here. Then at the bottom, you got the rubber seal here, so that way it can sit on top of something and not move around. A nice sturdy spot. And then you can mount it on the wall if you needed to. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this synced up and connected to my app that I have for Wyze. And I'm gonna show you the quality of daytime footage as well as nighttime footage and the audio quality that you're gonna actually get from this. And I'm assuming it's probably going to be very similar to the actual Wyze camera that's already out. So, but I'm going to go ahead and show that to you guys as well, so you can check it out yourself. Here's the quality of the video during the daytime. The audio might be not as great, but I have someone mowing the lawn and then cicada going on right here. Either way, quality of the video during the day. So this is the actual nighttime footage video quality, as well as the audio quality you're going to hear. Right now it's pitch black outside, so this is what you're going to see. All right, so as you can see here, I have my outdoor camera on the side yard here, and I have my other indoor cameras set up here. So I'm going to click on the side yard here, and it connects. One thing I wanted to discuss is this app connects to this camera specifically faster than the indoor cameras, increase in speed. So I don't know if this camera itself has a faster processor or if it's because it connects to the base station or what. But as you can see on the top, you have the battery percentage. And I never charged this up when I first got it, so it started at 40% last night, and it actually took a pretty good hit of battery power when I was testing it out and connecting to it and watching live view and all that. As you can see, you've got sound, record, speak, take photo, and more. Under more, you can go to the albums of what you recorded schedule recording, time-lapse, motion trigger, or motion tagging, and you can turn off the camera. So you're able to actually speak to somebody through it. And you can actually record. So if you actually turn it on or turn on the live view and then go to record, you can actually record what you're seeing if you wanted to. And it'll record to the cloud or it'll record to your SD card, whichever you have. But you have event recording here with detects motion, and you can set that up. Set up notifications. You can do detection settings. You can actually do a zone if you wanted to, as well as you can do set detection close or far and set image sensitivity from low to high. And then in advanced settings, you can actually change quite a few on here. You can actually flip it up 180 degrees, show the Wyze logo, and then you can actually manage your storage. You can also schedule automations, and you can create rules if you wanted to. There's actually a travel mode, which you can actually take this camera. My understanding is you can take this camera, and it allows access to the camera without the internet. So if you put an SD card in the camera, you can set up in, say, like a hotel room, if you wanted to monitor your stuff when you're out, and it'll record to the SD card instead of the internet. And then they have the user manual here, as well as delete device. All right, so that was a quick overview of the actual outdoor camera from Wyze. It's a little bit different than the actual indoor camera, but in price, they're pretty much close to the same. This is $25, and this is $40, but you have to buy the base station first. But if you already have that, you got $40 for the outdoor camera and then $25 for the indoor camera, and the outdoor camera is battery operated. And I will say that you can plug these into the wall if you wanted to, and outside, so that way you don't have to ever keep recharging it or anything like that. But I will say that I'm very curious to how long the battery lasts. When I did do all the kind of testing last night, viewing the actual live view of the camera really kills the battery. So if you're wanting to live view a lot and stay on that for quite often, it's probably not going to last very long for the battery. But I'd be really curious. I'd like to make another video after using this probably for however long the battery lasts, and make an updated video if you want. If you want a video like that, put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, comments, or opinions about this as well, put them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. And like I said, I'll put this in the description below so you can check out the link and check out the current pricing and all that, as well as any accessories for it too. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.